Okay, what if a simple trip to the market wasn't about groceries at all? Today, we're going to decode a really confusing and honestly hurtful pattern of behavior, where an ordinary shopping trip becomes this carefully built stage for psychological control. It makes no sense, it feels terrible, and you know what? It's all by design. This is the big question, right? It just doesn't add up financially. But here's the thing, that's the whole point. The goal isn't to save a few bucks. It's to get you completely turned around and confused. Because when you're confused, you're so much easier to control. The real currency in this transaction isn't money, it's power. So let's just reframe this whole thing. We're not talking about buying milk or picking out a new shirt. For the narcissist, the market is an arena. It's a place where they establish their dominance through a series of these subtle, absolutely maddening little games. And it can start with something that seems so small, so simple. You might just write it off, oh, they're just in a hurry. But then you notice it happens every single time. They are always a few steps ahead, and you're the one left scrambling to catch up.
And the motive here? Well, it's a deliberate tactic of humiliation. This is a nonverbal way of them screaming, "You are secondary. Keep up with me." They are literally, physically putting you in a one-down position.
Oh, and the games don't stop there. The market can become a tool for whatever they need, with zero regard for you. They might just wander for hours to kill time. Or, and this is a big one, because they often suffer from chronic insomnia, they will walk you to the point of utter exhaustion so that they can finally get some sleep. Your time, your energy, it's all just a resource for them to burn through.
All right, now let's talk about the actual stuff you buy. This is where a really rigid, totally impossible double standard comes into play. It is a classic power move. One set of rules for you, and a completely different and much better set of rules for them. And here is exactly how that hypocrisy looks in action. Anything you choose is systematically taken apart. It's bad taste, it's the wrong price, or oh, look, there's a hidden flaw, so it has to go back. But their purchases? Oh, they're always wonderful, always a great deal, always the perfect choice. Flawless. And let's be crystal clear about this. This is not just a difference of opinion. It's a strategy. The whole point is to make you doubt your own taste, your own decisions, chipping away at your confidence until you start to depend on their so-called superior judgment. And get this, the double standard goes even deeper. If they buy you a gift, you're absolutely required to praise it, to show how grateful you are, even if you hate it. Your real feelings, they don't matter at all. It's your performance of appreciation that they demand. So this control over your judgment naturally bleeds over into controlling information, especially when it comes to money. Money stops being just currency, it becomes a weapon. It's a tool they use to create this atmosphere of secrecy and unease. They create what you could call an information void. They'll buy something and poof, the price tag is immediately ripped off. You might ask a simple question, "Hey, how much was that?" And you get silence. Or a quick change of subject. It is a very deliberate strategy to keep you completely in the dark. And sometimes it escalates to straight-up deception. This is called the broker game. You give them your money to go buy something for you, and they'll secretly find it for a cheaper price and just pocket the difference. And in their mind, it's not stealing. Oh no, it's a commission they believe they're entitled to for their expert services. So why? Why all this secrecy, all this deception? Why treat you like this? The answer is just chillingly direct. At that moment, you are supposed to feel worthless. That feeling isn't a side effect. It's the entire goal. And that brings us to what is maybe the most twisted tactic of all. It's called the incomplete list, or even better, the poisoned gift. This is where they give you almost everything you want just to make that one final denial hurt that much more. This little formula is just devastating. First, they fulfill most of your requests, right? They get you 90% of the way there, building up all this hope. But then, one crucial item is deliberately left out. And in that one moment, all the joy is just gone. It's tainted. The whole thing becomes a reminder of the one thing you didn't get, and suddenly you're made to feel like a beggar for even wanting it. And please make no mistake about this. This isn't an accident. This isn't them just being forgetful. It's a calculated, cold strategy. The entire purpose is to make sure your happiness is never, ever complete, and that every gift from them comes with a little sting of disappointment. So ultimately, by never quite giving you what you want, they keep you in a state of perpetual need. You're always chasing their approval, always hoping that maybe next time it'll be different. And that's the ultimate control, isn't it? It's a cycle engineered from the ground up to humiliate you and keep you dependent on them. And that leaves us with one final, really powerful thought. The market, that's just a microcosm. It's the stage. These games, the double standards, the secrets, the poisoned gifts, they're almost never just confined to a shopping trip. So the real question you have to ask yourself is, if you recognize this pattern here, where else in your life is it playing out?